Yo, yo, yo. All right, we're going live. Let me just make sure we are online and give a few minutes, a minute or so for some people to get in. Let's see, are we live on YouTube? Let's do a check real quick. All right, cool. We are live. Oh, wait, fuck, I did not. Let me change this title. This is the Asia Session Scalpin series, guys. We gotta name it what it is. Just put my link in here. Oh, wait, let me add one more thing. How we doing, guys? Give it a minute. Let some people get in here. Gotta edit one last thing. Yo. Say it all. Okay, cool. We good? See anyone getting in? Let me know. Say what up in the chat. Let's see, did that change my title? Cool. Right. I think no Aiden coming on today. My buddy John might come on. I asked him if he wanted to, so we'll see if he wants to hop on at some point. But we don't need anyone, you know. You guys got me. We'll just do some. We'll take some Asia scalping trades, and we'll get some moves going. Let me get my charts up. How's everyone doing? Let me know if you were green or red in the chat. I'd like to know. Today was interesting. I actually barely traded today, but to be fair, I was more just focused on making sure I got my last payout request in with Tradeify, which I did. So I just needed to make $300 on one of my accounts to get the last payout. So we made that happen. I actually made that happen in the Asia session last night on a quick scalp. So after that, I was more on defense mode until I saw that the money actually got taken out of my trading accounts, like of the balance. And once I saw that, I was cool to trade again. So then I took a couple of scalps and just some base hits, but nothing crazy. It was pretty choppy towards the end of the day. I mean, you had that big run up on the NQ, and then we just kind of sat sideways for most of the PM session. But what about you guys? Green or red? Let me know. It usually takes a minute for people to get in here. I should really just start streaming at like 8:30 because that's when everyone starts to hop in here. But if you are in here so far, make sure to like the video while I get my levels up here. That really helps the algorithm and all that jazz. All right, so let's start off. Let's get our volume profiles up. Let's mark these levels off. All of our key levels, you know, just like every day. We'll mark off previous day's high, of course. We got previous day's point of control on the NQ coming in way up high. So 23,254. That's interesting. You know, very often the previous day's point of control will often lie somewhere in the middle of the range. So when we're really high up like this, it means the most of the concentration of volume actually occurred at the end of the day. This is a pretty low volume move, meaning if we can lose the previous day's point of control, we actually might have a nice easy short to the downside to fill some of this imbalance. But we'll analyze some more of that in a minute. But it's just one of the first things I'm seeing. Yeah, we got previous day's value area low down here. So yeah, losing previous day's point of control could actually give us a nice short down to the value area low. That's a very feasible idea that we could kind of map out. And then let's just get previous day's low up on here. Bam. All right. Let's get some music on too. What do we want? Hip hop tonight? Let's start with some hip hop. I think that's better. Let me know if the music's too loud. All right, so let's mark up ES2 real quick. You always got to mark up ES as well, even if we're going to primarily trade NQ. We want to know if the volume profile aligns similarly, and it does. You see right here, the concentration of the volume on the ES as well. It's really concentrated up at the high of day. So that's an interesting thing to note. You know, a lot of people would think this is super bullish, but when you can look at the profile, what this can tell us is simply that if we do lose the previous day's point of control, we could actually have an easy slide down for a rotation to the value area low. That's the idea, right? Put in previous day's low right here. Tyler, what up, bro? Tyler's always hopping in the stream, bro. Good to see you, man. I try my best to catch your 9:30 streams, bro, but I'm usually like just hella busy, like fucking trading, and then I don't want to like think about anyone else or what anyone else is thinking, but I try to get in there and show some love. Yeah, NQ's ripping. You still in those swing longs? If I know you, you're probably still in those swing long positions, bro. We got a naked point of control down here too. We live on X too. Oh, you know what I got to do? I got to link the video to my X account too. That usually when I do that, we get more people up in here too. Let's do that quick. There we go. Of course, I'm still in those swing longs. Let's go, dude. So wait, what's your plan, bro? When are you gonna TP? Because now we're just up at all-time highs. We got no targets. Like, what do you do when you're just in a swing long up at all-time highs? Do you use like Fibonacci extensions or anything, or do you just like what's your plan with that? Are you trailing the stop? I'm not going to lie, bro. I kind of want to take like a short scalp, but that should not affect your swing long at all. Like if I do take a short scalp, I'm looking for like 25 to 40 ticks. Like literally maybe like 5 to 10 points max. So definitely not going to fade the higher time frame bias, but I do think I can catch like a short scalp at some point. We have a lot of low resistance liquidity built up here. I think we can look to take these. But this is going to be the key level for me. The previous day's point of control. If we lose this, I do think we could easily get a rotation down to the value area low for like a daily pullback. Because there's just a ton of imbalance here. It's all low resistance liquidity. And that's just like standard volume profile logic. Like when you lose one of the levels, you tend to rotate to the next one. So if we lose the previous day's point of control, the next coherent rotation is down to the value area low. You'll be in those for a while. Yeah, I bet. But bro, these what prop firms are you swinging NQ longs on? They must be shaking in their boots, bro. If you're swinging some fucking Forex prop firm on swing long positions on the NQ at all-time highs, they must be bugging out. But yeah, guys, I took a nice little payout this week. A couple of payouts from Tradeify, so that was good. I gotta say, shout out Tradeify, man. Their payouts are hella quick. This last one, I literally can't talk. I requested this payout, and within 10 minutes, it was in my Rise account. I'm not gonna lie, never been paid out that quick. You can see it right here in the email. So Tradeify, payout request received, 6:08 p.m. Rise, 6:28 p.m. got paid. Big shout out Tradeify. That is the quickest I have ever been paid out from a prop firm. I'll say the only firm that really gives it a run for its money is My Funded Futures. They're pretty quick too, but not 10, 20 minutes quick. With My Funded Futures, my experience was always like an hour. Like within an hour, I can be paid in Rise, which is still amazing. But yeah, bro. Tradeify. I mean, that shit was so quick. Urkon's in the chat. What up, man? Urkon's an avid ASFX member, and he's been killing it lately. It doesn't rotate to the last POC. It rotates to like the last value area. So, like if you see a break of the point of control, the next logical area would be a rotation to the value area low. If you break above the point of control, you could imagine a like logical rotation up to the value area high. Now, again, that's not like something. It's not like a hard textbook thing that you always want to watch, but when it's coherent, like for this context, it makes a lot of sense to me for that to happen, because if we look at the higher time frame, I mean, number one, the previous day's point of control has been settled at the very top of the range. So we have a ton of volume built up at the highs, which means there are a ton of people up here getting long right here, like like R words. I won't say it, but there's people who are long like this. You know what I mean? There's a ton of volume accumulated right here up at all-time highs. So it's just a really coherent setup idea for me. Now, it doesn't mean we drop right here, but I do think like a good line in the sand will be the previous day's point control. So whatever we want to do here, if we want to sweep up one more time, but eventually get that breakdown and then break below the previous day's point of control, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it could be something like that. But then it's like, okay, well, what kind of levels do we have to target to this downside? Oh, yeah, we have like just a bunch of imbalance, a bunch of inefficiencies right here. The next logical level for me would be that previous day's value area low. It's the next area that has had just any kind of consolidation. Lines up perfectly. So it would just be a logical liquidity target. But of course, we can't be like super bearish up at all-time highs, even if it's intraday, until we at least break that point of control. But I do like this. I think we've built up a bunch of stacked lows right here. So I think like for a day trade, for a scalp, to trade short, just to look to like target this low, I think it's a pretty coherent idea. But I would need a breakdown. Like right now, we're pretty chopped. We're not pretty low volume right now. Yeah, so that made sense. That's good. I had some people beefing with me on Twitter. Tyler, I don't know if you ever dealt with this, bro. You're a pretty big trader. I got people now that it's not like I have a big following or anything. I only got a couple thousand Twitter followers, small following here on YouTube. But I swear, bro, like people just they got nothing better to do. I had these dudes in like talking shit about volume profile, and they think like I'm gonna sit there, and they think I want to sit there and defend myself against anonymous people on Twitter like I give a fuck. It's just weird, bro. We were talking about the 80% setup, which is one of my favorite things to trade. It's one of my favorite concepts, right? That roughly 80% of the time, the market trades to the previous day's point of control in the current trading day. Really simple thing. I have people trying to tell me that I'm advertising an 80% win rate strategy. And I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. There's nothing about it that says this is a strategy that wins 80% of the time. It's about a logic and a data set that says 80% of the time something happens. So if we know that something happens 80% of the time, we can build a trading model around it. That doesn't mean your trading model is going to automatically have an 80% win rate. People are just retarded, right? They just don't get it. And then you look at their account and they're like some random person, anonymous, 5 followers, no payouts, nothing. But yeah, guys, we got 10 people watching right now. Do me a favor and like the video. Helps me out a lot. We only got 2 likes on the video. Hook your boy up with a like. But yeah, I'll show you guys where I'm at on these Tradeify accounts real quick. Oh, wait, do I need it doesn't matter. Just log in on the stream like that. I don't think it's a big deal. So these are the accounts. Obviously, I have the $3,000 taken out, so they're back. I got $6,000 in these accounts now, $6,000 each. So we still got a decent buffer, and we are just gonna do our thing. We're just gonna keep trading exactly the same. I've been trading 20 to 30 tick scalps with 5 minis, negative risk reward. My win rate has been pretty high lately, like around 70%, 70 to 80%. And yeah, just scalping quick points. So that's another reason why I'm fine with trying to get a short soon for like a small, lower time frame target, because again, I only need to capture 5 points. But right here is too dangerous. Like right now where we're at, I mean, there's no model to get short where we are right here. I need an inversion or something. This is a good spot. We should watch this fair value gap right here. This little 5-minute gap could be a good spot. Honestly, you could have had a decent long scalp right here on the first test, but it's a bit too late now. But the way my model would present, you would have a limit order inside this little 5-minute gap, and you would look for 5 to 10 points. So you can catch your 1R right there. But now we're too high up, and I can't get long this high up. We're just way too high. So we just got to chill. I mean, we've swept the upside of this range, and we're not really displacing any higher yet. So could we get a reversion back down to take out the low resistance liquidity down here? Definitely. Could definitely happen. Let me know what you guys are doing, though. You guys green or red from today? How did you trade in this market? Were you bullish? Were you bearish? Were you green or red? Come on, we just need a model. Okay, this is interesting. We might get ready to put in like a slight SMT. That would be helpful. That would be helpful for our cause. We haven't put it in yet, but looks like we might. ES does look a lot more bullish though than the NQ, I gotta say. Is this the session I trade the most? Nah, I mostly trade New York session. I trade the open and I stream on ASFX TV, like kind of the late morning at like around 11 a.m. But I trade Asia a couple nights a week, and I usually live stream it like we're doing right now. You know, because with the scalping model that I trade, you can easily make money every day trading Asia. A lot of people think that it's not a volatile enough session. And kind of the point of this stream is to show people that you can definitely make money trading Asia, especially for people that are still working full time, or they just, for whatever reason, they can't trade New York. You really can. You can make money trading Asia. And the main thing that you have to focus when taking Asia trades is that you have to be scalping and you have to look for low hanging fruit. You're not going to catch the 50-point trade on the NASDAQ in Asia every day, but you can easily capture 5 to 10 points on NASDAQ during the Asia session every single night. Dominique, yeah, you're at work during New York session. I totally feel you. That was my life for years. And I was the guy just running to the bathroom and trading from my phone for years, 3 years straight. So I get it. And I wasn't a scalper when I still was working at a grocery store. I was not a scalper. So I would sit there and try and trade Asia session, and I would just get cooked because I would look for like big moves, and they just weren't gonna happen. You know what I mean? Getting a little pop lower. Maybe I should focus Asia session. I'm trying New York at work on the 1 hour time frame. Ooh, that sounds rough. Are you trying to day trade off the 1 hour time frame, Dominique? What markets are you trading? Are you trading NASDAQ? Are you trading like FX or something? We got to start with that. What markets are you trading? Because we trade futures here on my channel. We're futures traders. So we trade the NASDAQ and the ES. I like this. I like that we're starting to go a little bit lower, but I think if we could get an inverse of this 5 minute gap, we can that would present us a really clean scalp, like literally down to just take out some of this low resistance liquidity right here. That would be it. Low hanging fruit. Yeah, you're trading Forex. So first thing I would say is I would recommend switching over to futures, especially if you're going to try and trade like Asia session. Yeah, we trade futures. So with futures especially, you can scalp. You can't really scalp with Forex. It's not really possible because you have spread and slippage, and you're just trying to trade an extremely liquid market. And when I say liquid, that's not a good thing. You're trying to trade a market that essentially has no edge to exploit because you just operate in a macro range. You operate with Forex. If you zoom out, you're operating within like the confines of a yearly range. It's a really tough market to trade. I started with Forex too, so I'm not even hating. I get it. But there's just a lot more volatility and edge to exploit, especially for day traders on the US indexes or even commodities, gold, oil. So first I'd say switch to futures, join the real traders. And then I would say, it just depends. I have no idea how long you've been trading. I don't know what your story is, but if you're trying to day trade, you can do it in the Asia session, but you have to scalp. You can't look for like big moves in Asia. That's the main thing. All right, I am really interested in trying to get into a short, but again, we need to wait. It's just really slow right now. I need to see some displacement. We will catch a trade, though. We will definitely get a scalp here today. Before I get off stream, it's going to happen, chat. Got a tiny little 1 minute fair value gap in here that aligns with previous day's high. I think I'd be trying to force it if I put a limit order down here. Oops. Yeah, I do feel like we are going to inverse this 5 minute gap. I feel pretty good about that right now, but we gotta just try to be patient. Yeah, we got to get this second set of payouts from Tradeify. Lock in 7 more days, take out $9,000. Just rinse and repeat. Where am I outside of YouTube? I'm on X. That's where I do a lot of my my posts. I'll link that in the chat right now for you. So there's me on X. Yeah, X, YouTube, and then ASFX TV. That's where I stream during the New York session. And I do that 3 days a week. So you guys could always get involved in that too. I just posted the link to that. If you use code ZARB, you'll get 50% off your first month when you join ASFX TV. Look at this. We're getting that pop down. Urcon, you like the shorts? They go in with a wider stop, lower risk. Yeah. I like it too, bro. But again, I don't know what your like time horizon is or what you're looking for, how many points. But I like the shorts for 5 to 10 points. I don't like the shorts for like, 100 ticks or 25 points even. I like it like I think I can capture like 5 to 10 points though. But I gotta wait. I don't want to get in right here because I'll be so mad at myself. This could so easily rip right back up. But if we get this inversion, if we invert this 5-minute gap, I'm gonna feel like very strong that we just can come down for 266 and I could capture a move. But I do like the shorts as well. Let's try and catch him, bro. Sorry, I'm French speaking from Canada. My English is not perfect. I will verify I'm not a social media guy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with trading, it's kind of nice to be on social media because trading can be pretty lonely. So I think a lot of us gravitate to social media just so we have people to talk to because you can't really talk to your friends about trading. People aren't really that interested. Yeah, Dominique, 5 to 10 ticks. That's all I'm looking for. Exactly. But it all depends on what you're doing. There's no right or wrong. If you're someone that looks for more, there's no right or wrong. I made my first like $60,000 trading with looking for like 50 points on all my trades, but I had a very low win rate. I had a win rate of like 30%. So it just depends on what you want to deal with. Now my win rate is much higher, but I go for much smaller price movements. But I let those base hits add up. Okay. It looks like we're getting ready to inverse this gap. Zero Satoshi. And to make money selling something. Yeah. A lot of traders be selling stuff. It's true. But you know what, bro? There's a demand for it. So don't hate the player, bro. Hate the game. Or don't hate the game. I don't fucking know what to say. You get what I'm trying to say. There's a demand for it. So there'll always be people ready to sell it. All right, let's see how we react in here. I think we're going to get this inversion. I mean, I think we'll definitely get the inversion. But maybe we could get in on a pullback. It's tough, man. I don't really got a spot that I like yet. Oh, my God. We just missed it. What was that 1-minute candle, bro? That was a crazy Asia session candle. What's ES looking like? ES is following suit. What I don't like at all is that ES left equal highs right here. I fucking hate that for shorts. I'm not going to lie. That's a huge knock for me because we're going to take those at some point. We don't leave equal highs for long when we're up at all-time highs. Like, we're going to take equal highs for sure. Dominique, you sell car parts? That's what's up. I sling NASDAQ trades. That's all I do now. Now, I also work for a prop firm. I work in the trading industry nowadays, which I'm pretty stoked about. Because before that, I was stocking shelves for years and trading from the bathroom at work. All right, guys, I really do want to look for a short just to take out like this. That's all. We're literally looking for something like that. But we got to be careful because this is the thing, guys. With my scalping model, I'm trading pretty fucking large size. Like, I've been trading on average 5 minis on my accounts. I think we should go a little lower. Maybe we'll go for like 3 minis. Because especially I'm going to be trading 3 accounts now. That means I'd have to be trading 15 contracts total, which is a pretty steep amount of money. Yeah, we'll do 3 minis each. Like, I really feel good about us taking out this low resistance liquidity right here, but we just need something. Give me a pullback. I need a little something. We could have had a little entry inside this 1 minute gap. Like, we're delivering here. We're going to deliver to these lows. So now we just got to get an entry, but we might have actually missed it on this slight pullback. Okay, what would be ideal, guys, is I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be great if we can get a pullback to this 5 minute fair value gap right here. I don't think it's going to happen. It's too high up. I think we should focus on the, no, we could get that. We can get a pullback up to this. If we can get a pullback up here, up to like 724, I think I'll take a short. I just hate these equal highs on ES, man. I really do. Patience, patience. Who's Dylan Page? I don't know who that is. Should we look him up? Who's Dylan Page? Is this some shameless self promo? Mr. Satoshi? Dylan Page. Who the fuck is this? Is he a trader? Who is this guy? Gay. All right, let's see if we can get this pullback. Setting an order up here around like 724 could be a good spot. I really don't want to put a limit order in though, because I'm just so concerned with these equal highs on ES, man. I really don't like those equal highs. Like, it's a huge knock. Do not like that. Pretty slow Asia session right now. I mean, I know it's Asia, but pretty slow even for Asia. I don't know if we're going to get this pullback before. I think we might deliver right down to these lows. He does the best news wrap up. All right, I was just joking. I don't know the guy. Come on, just give us that pullback up to 724. And then let's see if we can take a short. I really hate this though. If the trade loses, it's going to be because of these equal highs. It's not good. All right, we might get this pullback. I want to hold off on a limit order because I just really don't want this to just rip away from me and inverse this gap immediately. But yeah, I think we're going to deliver to this 5 minute gap. It's starting to look like we are going to get that. So we rebalance this 5 minute gap, and this could be our line in the sand short term for that scalp. But we gotta rebalance it first. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to execute if it comes. Bro, I think you could snag 10 points here. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I just want to wait for the rebalance of that 5-minute gap because chances are we're going to do that anyway. So why get in here and have to sit through the drawdown? You know, it's different with the scalping model, Erkan, because I'm in with pretty big size. I really try to get like a prime entry so that I could just get a quick like reversion down, take my 5 to 10 points and just get out quick. You know, I don't like sitting in a steep drawdown when I'm in on 3 or 5 E's. You know what I mean? So when I try to like get in a little too early or chase a move, sometimes it works. I mean, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times I have to sit through that pullback on 5 minis, and that is uncomfortable. You know, that could be quite uncomfortable. And it's just a wide open imbalance. I think we can definitely hit this first and then deliver these loads. Plus, if we just slice higher and inverse this gap immediately, then it's like, I'm glad I didn't take the trade. Hello, Andrew. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you here, brother. All right, we got 18 people in here now. We're starting to get cooking. I wonder if I just need to be on for 30 minutes before we start getting some people, or if more people join at 8:30. I don't know. But it always goes like that. Come on, guys. We're going to be the biggest Asia live stream. Give me 6 months. I got a lot of competition in the New York session. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trading on YouTube, not live streaming on YouTube during New York, but Asia stream, I think that's some low-hanging fruit, bro. That's that 5-point scalp. We could be the biggest Asia live stream on YouTube. Where's the donate button? I don't got a donate button. The market is my donator, my donations. The market donated to my bank account today. I'm just here to do it live. It's just fun. Streaming is fun, man, you know? With my 76 subs, you think I could start trading live? Absolutely, bro. I had fucking like 10 subs before I started posting on YouTube. And I mean, I don't have a huge following or anything. I got we're almost at 1,000 subs. So, hey guys, I should remind you, sub to my channel. We're 70 subscribers away from 1,000. It'll be pretty sweet when I hit 1,000. That'll be dope. So if you're not subscribed, hook your boy up. Let's hit 1K. But yeah, just start doing it, bro. And like, honestly, if you put out good content, people are going to watch it. Like, for example, I only have 1,000 subs, but I got like almost 10,000 views on this, the video about my 80% setup with the volume profile. You know what I mean? And the reason that one did really well is because it's a fucking good strategy. Like, it's objectively good. So the one thing I've learned about YouTube, you don't need the craziest amount of subscribers at first. If you're putting out good content, the algorithm is actually going to reward you. People will start seeing your stuff. So, oh my God, I missed the rebalance while I was talking about my stupid YouTube channel. I just missed the rebalance, bro. No. I totally deserve that, man. I'm talking about freaking social media and I'm missing my trade. I can't believe that just happened, bro. Dude. I just missed the rebalance. Fucking A. Are you kidding me, bro? Thank you, Erkan. Yeah, give the boy a like and subscribe. Come on. Greetings from Asia. I'm a huge fan of you. Greetings from New York City. I'm a fan of you. If you're a fan of me, I'm a fan of you. Thank you for tuning in. How did I practice my strategy? Just by trading and losing a bunch of money and just figuring out what works for me. I trade ICT with a mix of volume profile. Dude, can you guys believe this? We just called out the rebalance and I missed it. I missed the move because I was looking at my stupid YouTube channel. That's actually really kind of annoying. We would have been out. No, we would be out right here at 69. But yep, we would have been out. Oh my God. Dude, I can't believe that just happened. Can you believe that? We just called out the exact move and I missed it. Oh, God. That's trading, man. That is trading right there. Juan, you got in? All right, dope. All right, at least someone profited from it. I can't trust ICT. Okay. ICT is one of the best ways to look at the market. It's just the truth. Have you ever actually tried to trade or learned ICT? If you do, you'd be amazed by the way the concepts work. They just work, man. Like I know that ICT himself is kind of cringe and like says, he talks a bunch of shit, but his concepts, bro, I've tried everything, man. Like when it comes to every type of retail concept that exists, I've tried everything. And I promise you, nothing makes more sense than the way ICT formulated like a narrative on how to view the price action. It's really true. I mean, look, we just called this exact move out and it played out perfectly. It literally played out perfectly. Do this. Do me a favor. Do me one favor. Start looking at fair value gaps. Just do that by themselves and start watching how price interacts with fair value gaps. And that alone, I think, will show you that there's value in ICT. And price action. I started trading OTC demos before I got the real deals. Yeah, guys, we really just missed that move. I feel quite a bit of FOMO right now. Part of me wants to like now chase it a little bit because I still think, technically our drawn liquidity has not been taken yet, right? We're looking for this. So we could still get that, but I need another pullback now and we're missing it. Oh, that is rough, man. That is rough, dude. At least we called it. We called price to the tick. We literally just called that move. Okay, here. Are we going to get this? Are we going to get a proper pullback? Like maybe I can get in on a retracement here. It's so much sketchier now, though. It's a lot sketchier to try and. Yeah, we haven't taken the drawn liquidity. We have not taken it. And really, this would be the draw. This wick. Many ICT concepts are very clean. I can attest. Yeah, Erkan. Yeah, I feel like you've definitely incorporated them into your trading, and I think it's helped you. I think it's helped you a lot from what I've seen. Can never take a scalp on US Tech. The spread is 2 pips on my broker. That's why you got to trade futures, bro. You can't scalp with CFDs and Forex prop firms and all that crap. You got to just trade futures. You'll get precise fills and entries. You could scalp trading futures like very easily. Yeah, you can't do it with Forex though. You're 100% right. It can't be done on Forex. Damn, we just missed that. The problem is we're moving pretty slow too. So like, can I catch another entry? Possibly, but I need another pullback. And we don't really gotta, like that would have been the other entry. This would have been the other one. We already rebalanced that fair value gap. And I think we're about to deliver to this low. You can 1000x on futures, bro. Futures contracts are the most leveraged instruments that you could possibly trade. You got to look at it like this. Actually, what is the exact leverage on a futures contract? Let me show you this. What is the exact leverage of a NQ futures contract? Well, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It's way more than this. You don't understand, bro. $2 equals $20,000 in the futures market. So a better way to describe it is, look at this. One mini contract. Let's say you catch, let's just go easy. Let's go 5-point move. A 5-point move, 20 ticks. One futures contract for 5 points is $100. I've been trading 5 minis, and I look for 20 ticks. That's a $500 move that you'd be capturing literally a minute with the way NQ moves. Futures contracts are the most leveraged instrument you can possibly trade. James is in the chat. What up, bro? Shorted 23,271. NQ. We'll see if we can make it to the draw in liquidity. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. W's. Yeah, that would have been the other entry. I like that entry a lot. Zero Satoshi got buys at 22,623. Okay. Interesting. Curious, how much would you have risked, micros or minis? The low volume has me struggling to make anything. So with my scalping model, Nicholas, I operate on a negative risk to reward, which sounds crazy, but I essentially risk 2 to make 1. So if I'm trying to make 20 ticks, I'm risking about 40, sometimes even more. But my win rate is very high from that. So with the way I'm trading lately, I've been trading 5 minis. So I'm essentially risking 1,000 to make 500, but I can take those wins. I can just lock in win after win. So those base hits really add up. Right now, I was about to risk about 300 though, or I was about to try to make 300 because I just took a payout on these accounts. So my buffer is lower now though. I only have about $6,000 of buffer when I had $9,000 when I was trading 5 minutes. But then I took a payout on my account. So now I got to be a little more careful. All right, we're getting another pullback. Look at the way that 5-minute fair value gap held up. I mean, that was just a beautiful entry. I do think we can go a little bit lower. I think we could take out this low. So maybe we're still in the game here. For sure. But like, where am I getting in? I have no fair value gap on the lower time frame to get in. I can't do it here. I can't even catch 20 ticks to this low. We need a pullback before we take out this low. Oh, okay. It's sketchy now though, guys. It's sketchy. It's sketchier than it was before. Because we got to remember, we're up at all-time highs. Like, if the market just wants to rip higher now, it can fucking do it. Erkan, you're doing negative risk reward as well? Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy how well it's been working for me. I mean, you guys know the way I used to trade, I was the exact opposite. I mean, I was operating with like a 25% win rate, and, you know, I had an average R multiple of like 4. And that works too, don't get me wrong. I mean, I made my first $60,000 trading just like that. But it can get cumbersome and it can get emotionally draining to have a 25% win rate. Even though you know the math is going to work out long term on your side, it can get emotionally draining. So I think I just kind of got burnt out from all the having such a low win rate. And I went the exact opposite route, and yeah, it's been working great. The only problem with negative risk reward is you can't get lazy with your entries. So if you start getting lazy because you think like, dude, if I'm just trying to catch 20 ticks, I could basically close my eyes and enter the market and I'm going to catch 20 ticks. And that'll work for you for a while. But as soon as you start getting lazy, you take 2 or 3 losses in a row, you're cooked, especially on a prop firm account, right? So that's why I'm so cautious. Even right now, I could have caught my 20 ticks a few times throughout this whole price leg and I missed it. But you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry because I really can't afford to take a bunch of losses. So I got to make sure that I feel pretty confident about my trade. So it's a balance. Nothing's perfect. There's no like perfect model or perfect way to engage with price action. Like everything is tough. and there's pros and cons to every different style. Okay, we're back. We're inside this little 1 minute gap. See, now I think I'm being a little just scared. Like, should I be getting in on this? Should I draw? I just hate that we're up at all-time highs. What's the S look like? We just missed that draw. No, I don't like it that much. James stopped at break even. Okay. Take a long trade. I mean, honestly, the longs aren't the worst idea now, but I think we might want to come for this low first. We did miss this was the short though. That rebalance into that 5 minute gap was the fucking short. Quick question. I'm a trader like this. I would wait for price to come down to 23,624 and take my buy there as a quick scalp. I don't want for fair value gap or retest. I take the entry as soon as it comes into action. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you trade ICT or you use fair value gaps at all. There's no right or wrong, man. I mean, there is a wrong, but I don't know exactly what your model is or how you trade. So it's tough for me to give like a hard set opinion, you know? Wait to see if it inverses, James. Yeah, very possible. Yeah, you're probably right. 23,623 is top of a 15-minute fair value gap. 23,6. Yes. Okay. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. So that's the other thing, guys. Unmitigated fair value gaps, especially 15 minutes. This could be a nice draw on liquidity as well, which aligns with that swing low. So, like, we could very much still catch the shorts. It's just we missed the entry that I really wanted. So now I do feel like I'm going to be trying to force it a little bit, but this is not terrible. It wouldn't be terrible to get in here. I might be being like a little bit too squeamish right now. Maybe I should just get in. All right, let's. Oh wait, 369. Why does it need to be multiple of 2? I want to do 3 contracts each. 3. Oh wait, I need to set my copy trader for all the accounts. There we go. All right, fuck it. We'll see if we get filled here. I might cut this one quick if it goes against me immediately, but I just put in a limit order at 69. We'll see if it fills. I think I'm going to miss it. I think I might miss the trade again. You guys are short? Okay. I might miss my order. Damn, I'm really off right now. I'm not. What am I doing? You know what? That messed me up. Missing this just because I was talking about gay-ass YouTube. That messed me up, bro. That threw me off. I'm not going to lie. Because I missed the prime entry because I was looking at my stupid YouTube channel. Yeah, we missed it. Draw liquidity is about to be delivered. It's about to be delivered, guys. Yeah, this trade's done. I'm going to remove my order. It's over. Oh, we just missed it. Maybe I should still keep that up. I don't think it's going to reach up to where I had my order. I mean, guys, I feel pretty confident we're ultimately going to come down for 35 at some point during the trading day. I don't know if it's going to happen in New York or London. It's probably going to happen in the overnight sessions. So again, because I just think we've kind of like accumulated a lot here. Again, if we lose that point of control, I think this is going to be like low-hanging fruit. I think we're going to go much lower. I think we're going to go down to like 150s if we lose that point of control. Maybe I can still get it. I like that. We just created equal lows. Yeah, should I put my... I feel so weird about this one right now. We'll see if it rebalances the midpoint of this gap. Yeah. Oh. I don't know if I even like this anymore. I mean, we have equal lows. Now it's like we know we'll reach here, but does it want to like be crazy and do a deep pullback first? It could. It looks like we might get a fill here. Imagine it misses it again by a tick. And I don't think so. I think we're going to get a fill. This is not the best entry, honestly. But I do feel pretty good now that we're coming here for 63. Yes, just put in an FMT. Just trying to think of how this could go wrong. It can go wrong by just being at all-time highs and it wants to rip up. And I don't think that's going to happen. I could see myself getting filled and having to sit through like a deeper drawdown for a while if it goes the wrong way for me. Oh, did I just miss it again? We just missed the fill again. Man, I'm talking too soon. Just give it a second. I kind of want to stay focused on this inversion now, this 5-minute inversion. I don't know how much I like this entry. It's been so tough, bro. Been so confused at all-time highs. Yeah, man, all-time highs suck. Like, trading at all-time highs fucking sucks. But I will say the scalping model makes it a lot easier. Because again, I could be like really focused on just the lower time frame, identify like a low time frame draw on liquidity, pair it up with a 5 or 15-minute fair value gap and make it work. But it is tough, man. Trading all-time highs sucks. It's my least favorite shit to trade by far. All right, I missed it by 2 ticks. Because the problem with all-time highs, James, at least from my experience, is it can be irrational for so long. So you can have like really clear draws on liquidity to the downside, like equal lows, stacked lows, unmitigated fair value gaps, like everything that you would want to see for a really high probability setup or directional bias to move lower. And it will just leave them. It can leave them for days and just keep grinding up and go just near that draw on liquidity, but not take it, go higher. And that's where it gets confusing because it'll just be irrational in that way. But that's why I feel a little bit squeamish even about this trade right now. Even though I feel like we just put in equal lows right here, we're probably going to come take them for a scalp. I just know that the way we're trading up at all-time highs, like we could leave this here and just go and rip up one more time, like because that's what the market does at all-time highs. So I got to be careful. That's why I feel a little bit squeamish. Dude, I just keep missing this fill by like a tick. Wow. I think I just keep missing it. Oh, fuck. See, this is exactly what I didn't want to see. Let's give it a second, but I'm telling you guys, this is one that I may just cut. Because I really feel weird about it. We look for 63. All right, we are in. I feel so weird about this trade right now. I'm not gonna lie, I feel so weird about it. What's ES doing? ES looks fine, I guess. Okay, ES has a 1 hour fair value gap as well. But it's like trying to hold up on this 5 minute. I feel so weird about this trade, man. Yeah, I feel so weird about this. I think I want to cut this. This feels so off. This shit feels wrong. I feel like I'm forcing a trade to be on stream. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we didn't inverse that fair value gap. I also got to get off soon. It's past 9, but let's see. We'll just give this a second. I really don't like this right now. Something about it feels very wrong. Took one break even this morning, was like, fuck it, I don't have to chase nothing. Yeah, I feel that, bro. Can't help but be bullish, but question every short I take lately. Yeah. Short 2, but don't like how price is stalling here. We're just so low on the range. And when the market is moving, I actually love taking these trades where we're right near the draw and liquidity, because it's like you're just following that momentum to the target. But when we're like more range bound, or like it's just moving slow, it actually can be dangerous to get in at the short too low, because when the market's moving so slow like this, it could just grind its way back up for a while. But all right, we haven't inversed this gap yet, but I just feel it. I think I'm gonna cut this, guys. Why? I'm like forcing a trade for no reason. This is how you know it's low volume. It's saying I'm only four ticks away in drawdown, but see how the candles are not lining up in time with how the ticks are moving? That's how you know this is really low volume. There's bullish SMT with the S. Yeah, I know. I think I noticed that too, right here. And ES held that 5 minute fair value gap. Yeah, we're fucking. I forced it because I missed a stupid trade, and now I feel dumb. I'm gonna get ready to cut this, guys, and if it goes like any further, I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna get off, because I do gotta get off at 9. Let's see. I really don't like this trade. Also, I don't know about you guys. I don't know how often you guys take payouts, but usually the day after I take a payout, I'm always red. Like, I always close the day red the day after I take a payout. It's weird. It's like it is definitely something about that. I don't know if anyone else experiences that. That was my opportunity to cut it. I'm just trying to see if we get that pushed down and take out the low real quick. No, we're not going to get it. I'm gonna do this. No, I'm cutting this, guys. I feel so stupid. I'm cutting it. This is a stupid trade. Stupid trade. Not in it. Not feeling it. And it's 9:07. I gotta go. So what are we down? We're down to $152. Nothing. We're fine. We tried to force a trade, but see, this is a big thing for me. I'm not for like, okay, I'll give the entry a shot, but I'm like fully acknowledging that the only reason I gave that entry a shot is because I missed the one that I really wanted. And I felt it, and now we're going higher. See, so I cut that at the right time, man. You got to know how and when to do that, especially when you're scalping higher contract size. You got to do it. Like if it doesn't feel right to you, you can give it the moment that it needs. But do not sit there and wait for your trade to hit your daily loss limit. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, you guys are still in. I do think we're probably still going to go lower, but dude, like I said, I don't want to sit and draw down for 2 hours. I want to go enjoy the rest of my night. I had a good day. I took a second payout this week. Like, I'm chilling, so I don't really feel the need to force anything. Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, I feel you are kind of. I do think it can go lower, but yeah, I would just be cautious now because we could just come up again. All-time high trading, right? The market can leave this low and go back up to the highs because that's the way this shit be moving when we're making the all-time highs. Good risk management for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's good enough for me. I can still be right. It hits the low and it wouldn't hit my stop loss, but it's just there's something about like the mental bandwidth that you need to like pay to the market. You know, the emotional price for holding that trade all the way through drawdown for something that is supposed to be a scalp. It becomes like it's just not worth it. I'd rather take a $150 loss on my 3 accounts and then come back and hit my trade and catch a $500 win on a high probability move. So yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna get off now though, guys. 9:09 p.m. Good Asia sesh though. I think we had some good conversation. We analyzed the correct move. I mean, this was the trade we were looking for, and it hit. So good analyzing of price action. Market is still acting coherently for the most part, so that's good. But yeah, I will be back. I'm done on Asia stream for the week, so I'll be back on Sunday Night Open for the Asia stream, and then of course catch me on ASFX TV 3 days a week. I will see you guys there. Peace and love, everyone. Later.